find out what are the prevailing practices, how are organizations in the UK and India actually managing IT when they're doing R&D collaborations, and is IP management actually acting like a barrier in doing better collaboration? We found that either of two things happen. Either IP management is not thought about at the outset when the R&D collaboration starts. It's not discussed between the parties. It's deferred to be discussed at a later date, which happens or may not happen. And it's picked up only when things go wrong. The other thing that happens is, it is discussed, especially when IP is at the crux of the research. But because the practices are so different in the two countries, this discussion is protracted, taking several years, if not longer. And we want to reduce those delays. So we have come up with an IP management toolkit. And this is available for free online. You can see it on the slide right there. I'm not sure if I can open it for you right here. But basically what it is, it first of all has an introduction which talks about what is IP management, why is it important for organizations. And very interestingly, it has a checklist of questions that the two organizations doing the collaboration should sit across the table and discuss with each other. And these are the questions that they should ask the other organization as well as themselves. And these are the important questions to which they should have answers at the very outset. It also has model agreements. So these are template style agreements which organizations can just pick up, customize according to their specific research needs and adopt in between, amongst themselves if they do not want to waste too much time and legal fees. And of course, each of the clauses in these model agreements are subject to further negotiation. The UK government is not imposing these clauses on any organization, either in the UK or in India. And it also has guidance notes on how to use the model agreements. Now, like I said, these are voluntary. We're not enforcing them with the Indian government on any organization. You're free to use it if you are doing a cross-border R&D or indeed an R&D activity with another Indian organization, because the questions would be similar. Also, while creating this toolkit, we have made an Indian lawyer and a UK-based lawyer work together jointly on developing it. So the legal and other sensitivities of both the countries have been kept in mind when developing it. And so far we have received good response. We do encourage organizations to continue to use it. I'm very happy to answer any questions about it or forward on your questions to our lawyer if they're too technical for me. But yes, my final message is bear in mind IT management is important when you're doing R&D collaborations. Be sure of the questions that you should have in mind when you're entering into it. And if you want, have a look at this toolkit which will provide you some of the answers. Thank you.